Happy Wednesday, everybody. Today is a day that you reset your week. Y'all, all this week I said I'm going to be in shades of green. Green symbolizing new beginnings, new starts, and new awakenings. Those of you who have yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Comment, like, and share the videos to my current subscribers and supporters. Thank you for all of your love, support, gifts, your cash apps, anything that you have done. I really am appreciative of it. Now, all this week, we've been talking real talk. Yesterday's email was a phenomenal email, and I've received so many responses from just my new adopted nephew's email. Let me share some things with you, and here's what some men had to say. Yeah, ladies, I'm jumping right into it today. Some of the emails that I received, this is what some men have had to say. Pastor KZ, women don't realize that we men have feelings too, and we hurt. Some women can emotionally scar us men, even when we are boys. That is what one man says. Here's another man. He says, you know what? I am going to say this, Pastor KZ, and I'm not going to bite my tongue. Y'all. These men coming for y'all. Again, y'all, these men keep coming for women. He says, my whole life, I have never met a woman who really cared about what I was feeling. All women have ever cared about was what they're feeling, what they want, and it doesn't matter what you, the man, want. As long as you keep paying her bills, giving her money, letting her buy whatever clothes and jewelry she wants, she's good. But she really pays little attention to men. Side note, I'm going to just do a side note here, boy. I thank y'all for the letters, men. But could it be the women that you're choosing? See, some of y'all choose a certain type of women that have a certain lifestyle and a certain image to uphold. And yeah, she looks good on your arm. Yeah, you can brag and be happy, chest pumped out with your boys. But if she is high maintenance when you meet her, what makes you think when you get her lifestyle habits gonna change? You know, y'all can say they gold diggers and they only want clothes, shoes, purses, and all of this stuff, and her hair done and all of these different things, but she was looking that way when you got her. Did you not think you was gonna be part of this deal where you gotta keep that stuff maintained? I had a brother tell me one time, he say, sis, I went to a nice event. It was a very nice upscale venue, had the valet parking, etc. I pulled up, got up out of there, and I said, okay, I'm a single man. I'm going to get somebody to dance with. So I walked up to this lady, and I had been watching her for about 45 minutes, and I didn't notice that she was with anybody. So I stepped to her, and I said, yes, would you like to dance? And she said, okay, first of all, yes, I do want to dance, but hold up before I dance with you. And I said, bro, I know what she was finna do to you. And he said, sis, she said, do you see this hair? And he's like, yeah, I see your hair. She said, okay, all of this here costs. This was about $2,000 just for my hair and to get it done the way I want it. She said, you see these nails? And he's like, yeah, very beautiful, I like them. And she said, do you see what I'm wearing? It's couture. And he said, who? I say, bro, you messed up right there. And he said again, she said, this is couture. When you had your vehicle valet parked, did you notice it was a red and she named the vehicle out there, next parked out there? He's like, oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. And she said, all of that's me. Can you afford all of that? And he said, well, no, baby, I didn't mean to come to you that way. I just asked for a dance. I know I can't afford you. I would have to put you on layaway. And we kind of chuckle about that. But men, listen up. Y'all complaining about certain type of women, but if you're not ready to step into the arena with that type of woman, fall back and go get somebody in your arena. Did I say a mouthful? That was real talk. You may not want to hear it, but it's real talk. Same with you ladies. You got all of these standards and expectations for men, and you around here raggedy. Raggedy and ratchet, and you want to be walking into an arena expecting a Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk type to come your way. Those type of men is not coming down in the hood and meeting you up there at Dee Dee's and City Trend. No, see, Dee Dee's and City Trend, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm just trying to let you understand something. Y'all on both sides, you've got to stop with all of this ratchetness and with all of these stipulations of things you don't even have. Some of you ladies, you're unrealistic. You're unrealistic, and the same with some of you men. So that's real talk. So let me get back to another one of the emails. So that particular guy, he was complaining more about women is selfish, he was saying. Now, here's another one, another email the guy said. And I'm just summarizing some of these emails because y'all, I got so many of them, but I would be remiss not to, at least on air, share some of the things that they're saying. And you guys, thank you so much for your emails constantly. And at least you will see Pastor KZ is mentioning, and you know what you wrote. Okay, ladies, pay attention to this. And again, I keep saying this real talk here. Another email said, women don't want real men, Pastor KZ. They want robots or sons. A real man is supposed to lead, not let no woman lead him. They want to dictate policy with little to no compromise. And then they wonder why their man shut down or go look for somebody on the outside. Oh boy. Okay. See, sometimes a man just want to feel special. He just want to feel like he's a man and not like he's a boy. Sometimes women just nag too much. They complain too much, and you can never, ever please them. So what do? We go and look on the outside and find a woman and cheat and find one who don't have all of these qualifications and requirements when you go home. All right. And he continues to say, so no, Pastor KZ, a lot of us men, we don't like to show no emotion. Look at the brother yesterday. He broke down crying. And where was the women? Y'all supposed to be the nurturing ones. And if you dissect this thing, Pastor KZ, well, I'll call you Auntie KZ also. I've adopted you too. A lot of these women, they need to be mentored. They need guidance. They need wisdom. And they need role models from women like you. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, new nephew. I appreciate you giving me those kudos. But y'all know I'm not going to be easy on y'all and let y'all just run over women like that. Because I am a woman. I am of the species that you all are bashing. Okay? Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of responses from y'all women. I better hear from y'all tonight. These men not playing, y'all. I am telling you, I get more emails from men than you women. Y'all sit back and y'all get triggered, and then one or two of you come out the bushes and you vent. But I know a lot of these things these men are saying has a level of truth to it. Even though it may hurt, even though it may sound harsh, it has a level of truth. It's real talk, y'all. Okay, here's another letter, bits of an email. Pastor KZ, women are so masculine nowadays. They're masculine in the way they act. They call that empowerment. No, they just want to be bossy. Another thing is women think they don't need a man, and they'll tell us very quickly, oh, I don't really need you. But darn, he didn't say darn, he said something else, but I didn't say it. But darn, show us you want us. No, you might not need us, but show us you want us. But I will say this, we certainly need y'all women. Yeah, I can cook, Pastor KZ. I know how to clean a house. My mama taught me how to do those things. But that doesn't mean I don't need or desire to have a woman in my life. But I am in no way going to put up with these masculine women who want to be dictators and prison wardens and just run over me. I'm not going to put up with that. Okay, can I just pause this and say this? Again, there is a level of truth, ladies, to everything these guys are saying. Now, I do know that in today's society, women are more masculine. This is a topic that I really need to venture out in, because last year some male preachers were out saying women don't know their role and don't know their place, and they try to run over men and all of this. But let me say something here. Yes, I do agree. There are a lot of women who are overly masculine. They conduct themselves like they are men, and I'm not talking about a certain community or anything. I'm just saying there are a lot of women like that. But I do believe there is a reason. And I feel, again, disclaimer, this is just my opinion from observation. I think to modern day, not so much as in my era, because I come from a two-parent home. Nowadays, what people are dealing with is men or children being raised in single-parent homes where the father is not present. There's not a man present, so the woman is in charge of everything. She got to make sure the oil is changed in a car. She got to do everything. Light bulbs changed, lawn maintenance done at the house. Whatever needs fixing, she got to figure out how to watch a video and see how to fix it, or pay somebody to come do it. So the women are more aggressive in the take charging thing because they have to do it. They have to make sure they go out and work 2 jobs and put food on the table. Kids got everything that they need. So I think, guys, some of that, not all, but I think some of that has contributed to women appearing overly masculine, overly aggressive. And I do also agree with you guys when you say women are combative. They're more up in your face type women. I do agree, because we see that a lot. But another thing is, y'all, we as women have to be careful in what we are feeding in our spirit and who we are allowing to mentor us. Because I am telling you, some things I see on TV of the behaviors of some women, that's just not way to conduct yourself, ladies. It's just not. And sometimes the younger generation, that stuff you're seeing on reality TV is not real. That's just fake. Those are scripted shows. Those are jobs for people. That's their career, to be actors or actresses. So they're trying to, a lot of the younger women try to take what they see on TV, on videos and different things, and apply that to real life, and it's just not real. Here's another email. Pastor KZ, all my life, my daddy, granddaddy, uncles brainwashed me saying, a boy or a man must never show any weaknesses. Don't be crying. Anytime I would cry, like if I fall or something, the first thing my daddy said, boy, dry up them tears. Dry up and be a man. Men are strong. They also said women won't respect you if you show any weaknesses. My daddy and granddaddy and uncles always used to say, women will run over you if you let them. So you got to be stern, you got to be tough, and you got to keep them in line. And if keeping them in line, making them mind you and respect you means you sometime got to put your hands on them, that's what you do. Let me keep reading. I can't even comment right there. Needless to say, I watched them put their hands on women. How my mama and my aunties took them beatings, Pastor KZ, I will never know. Man, I would watch my daddy come in, and if my mama didn't have something the way he liked it, or if she cooked a meal and he didn't like it, he'd throw the food on the floor. And it was nothing for my daddy to take his fist and just punch my mama in the face. I watched all of this, me and my brothers and sisters growing up. What I saw them women go through, it was terrible, Pastor KZ. What I saw them do, the men in my family, I'm so ashamed of that. Well, from my first marriage, I have 2 daughters by that marriage. Notice, y'all, he said from my first. If you saying first, that indicates you got a second one. Because he would have just said from my, my marriage. From my first marriage, I have 2 daughters. Both of their husbands has put their hands on them. Man, I laid them out. My little girl's beat up. I seen one of my daughters, he beat her so bad she was in the hospital. And my current wife pointed something out to me that crushed me to the core. She said, you tried to take out your daughter's husband, but your daughters, your girls, watched how you beat their mama. Sounds like to me, babe, you have a double standard. Pastor KZ, for the first time in a very long time, I cried, I wept, I laid in my wife's lap, sobbing like I was a little boy. Because what she said was powerful, and it brought back memories of how I felt when I watched my daddy beat my mama, or watched one of my uncles beat on my auntie. And then here I am doing the same thing to my wife in front of my girls, not thinking that one day my daughters would grow into women and marry men who were abusive like I was. I'm ashamed. I am ashamed, Pastor KZ. I got to stop with this email right now, Pastor KZ. I'll continue. I'm going to keep writing you. You too are my auntie like the other guys. I'm just ashamed. You know what? You're right. I got to go buy a journal. I got to write some stuff down because I think I just haven't led a good life. I got to make some amends. You're right to do this week. It should be a new beginning. I'm so sorry, Pastor KZ, for what I've done. These shows you do forces us to look at ourselves. And you give us a call to action as to journaling and to get therapy. Thank you. Thank you for these topics. Okay, y'all. Thank you, young man, my other nephew, all of you men who emailed. And I wanted to try to share as many, tidbits in a lot of emails because, like I say, I received so many. What do y'all think here? Give me some comments. Email me, walkinfavor61@yahoo.com. These brothers, these men, they have a lot of stuff, y'all, going on. And one of the first things I heard a guy say when I started this topic this week on Real Talk was, men hurt. We have feelings. We formulate opinions of women by things we experience in childhood. That's what I'm hearing here. What say you, ladies? I know, ladies, we're very quick to get defensive and get in our feelings and start bashing men. But on the other end of this, think about what these men are saying. And from listening at these different lessons, I don't think these guys have points that are not valid. Some of the stuff they're saying is true. What say you? Y'all, get yourself focused. Bring your life into balance. I think some of these guys is getting help. Part of them watching these videos, I think they really are looking at themselves. And even when they're blaming the women or saying negative things about women, it goes back to something they've seen in their childhood. It goes back to something they've experienced and they have not healed from it yet. That's what this platform is about, y'all. I bring up difficult topics and you give me the information to give you topics, but it helps you because difficult situations, difficult things in your life that you've hidden, you tucked away, you put on the back burner, you've blocked out. When you start peeling the layers back and start talking about these things and start seeing yourself in these situations, that's when the healing process starts. Sometimes you got to break all the way down in order to get built back up. You can't just keep going on hiding the truth. Y'all, Have a wonderful day. Give me a 1 to 5 in the comments section for the eyewear. I like this piece. It looks kind of like, this color is, I would call it cinnamon. It's an all plastic frame, but it's a very comfortable frame. This frame will make the eyewear line, and it will be in about 5 different colors. And this will be one of the colors. I definitely like it. Let me know what you think. Y'all, love on yourself. Treat yourself better, but also be careful how you treat other people. Remember, karma comes back. Or Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever you soweth, that shall you also reap. Be careful how you treat people along the way, because it'll come back one way or another. Like this guy here, the last guy in the email, it came back in the form of his daughters experiencing the same type of beatings that he put on their mother. Y'all get focused. Love on you. Be careful how you treat people. Real talk continues. See you tomorrow.